Alright, we are live. Wonder how it sounds.
Alright. Oh. Is this a new game?
Yes, it is. I bought it today. It came out today, actually. But I played the demo, and I really enjoyed the demo.
Is this like a beat 'em up?
Nope. It's a CRPG. Retro classic. It's so retro that if you come into here, you can turn on... Where is it? CRT filter and make it look like a CRT TV. But I'm not going to do that because I'm not psychotic. As you can see, we actually modeled for this game on the front screen. If you look over at the two fish people, I remember that. We got into our costumes. And they said get him out of the water and grab at the guy's leg.
I'm the guy in front with the big sword.
Yeah, well, no. You're not. Stop lying.
How dare you? Of course, it's me. It looks like me.
Sure.
Okay, I have returned. What's going on?
Just explain that this is a brand new game. Came out today.
Oh, neat.
And I'm also worried about the audio. Could you guys check that real quick?
Oh, we're already live?
Yep, we're live.
Texting, asking where I am, and I'm already here.
Oh.
So how do we sound, Maestro?
Yeah, our audio's good.
Alright. Guess I'm paranoid over nothing.
The sound is good. Probably turn Billy and I down just a hair. But other than that, we sound all pretty comparable.
Alright.
So, how old's this game? It looks ancient.
Well, that's the secret, Jake. It came out today.
I know you.
But I played the demo.
It's got a nice pixel art style.
It does. And like I said, we can turn on CRTV mode whenever we want to. But it's kind of annoying to look at, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'd keep that off. Oh, since we're in the early stages of the stream, Billy, when I took my afternoon nap, because I'm an old person, no, but I enjoyed afternoon nap, I had a dream about you, where you were heavily featured. Yeah, it turns out, I don't know how you did it, but you somehow inherited or bought an amusement park.
Oh, my dream. How did you know?
I could see Billy running an amusement park.
And so Billy was running some sort of amusement park. And in my classic fashion, as we were as I was talking with you, I said, "Oh, hey, can I take a look at your accounting details and your finances?"
Of course, yeah.
and then I advised you to probably sell and get out of this business. So I don't think you probably inherited it. And I was advising you that the amusement park, it never goes really well. You should probably think about an exit strategy.
So what is this?
You're not wrong.
It seems like a weird. Really this seems like a non sequitur to SKALD against the Black Priory.
I mean, it was. We haven't even started the game yet.
Well, look at that. SKALD's all caps. So when you say SKALD, I want you to kind of go SKALD.
All right.
SKALD.
Okay. New game.
A new game. SKALD.
New game of.
What type of game is this?
This is a
roguelike?
This is a CRPG.
Oh, okay.
We gotta make a character. Normal. We're normal boys. We took our normal pills. We're going normal mode.
There's a narrative difficulty?
Yeah, that's where all the losers or game journalists choose. Okay, you gotta choose a class. Arms Master. Master of Arms. Warrior.
Okay. An Arms Master is a warrior. But does that mean a warrior is an Arms Master? I guess not always.
And development points. We didn't get a lot of these growing up.
Okay. What are the other?
I think we're underdeveloped.
We have Battle Megos.
We're lacking chromosomes, I guess.
Yeah. It's a battle mage. Basically, yeah, it's just a battle mage. May wear light armor because it's a good boy.
Okay, they may wear light armor.
Yes.
So they don't have to. I'm gonna guess a champion is also a warrior class?
Cleric class. It's like
no,
a
they're
paladin.
cleric. Okay, somehow.
Then guild. Agus.
Okay.
Agos is just straight up
They're
wizard.
just a spellcaster, actually.
Yep.
It doesn't say anything about that. Okay,
And-
they're a cleric. Hospitaler?
Hospitaler.
Oh.
Basically.
I thought it said hospitalizer. I was like, well, I mean, that's a pretty good class.
I'm putting
That's
them
what
in
they
the
all do.
hospital. Then we have.
Officer is a warrior?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. They're probably ranger. Oh, ranger's a warrior.
And
Is thief a
thief-
warrior?
no,
they're
thief-
just a rogue.
They're the only rogue archetype.
So ranger is a warrior, not a rogue?
Yeah, they kind of always have been a kind of the warrior archetype. May
Yeah,
use
I
any
guess.
armor. Now, this is an old-fashioned game. How old-fashioned is it? The clerics can only use clubs.
Okay.
just as God and Gary Gygax intended.
I can see why you like this game.
Yeah, it's incredibly outdated.
I'm thinking of going Hospitaler.
Well, no, it's new.
Yeah, it's
It's new and outdated. It's like
It's-
the perfect
new old.
combination.
My favorite type. Or that lead people back to me. I'm thinking going Hospitaler.
Hospitalizer?
Yeah, unless you guys
Yeah,
had,
let's do it.
unless you guys had any other recommendations.
No,
Works for me.
you're a cleric boy traditionally. So.
Let's do Acolyte. I've looked through these before. There's Courtier. Good time kissing nobles. Kissing little nobles. Criminal. Very, like, forward with your background. What's your background? Criminal.
Yeah. Well, that's how it's always been in like D&D and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
ex-legionary. Basically, you just carry stuff better.
I had
I see that.
ex-Legionnaire's disease.
And then Gilder, which is like, I was, just doing apprentice work. I carved soap. Then there's just the noble.
Bravo.
Sailor.
Alright, I think the short is done.
Are there...
Alright, cool.
I'm working on a
what
short
is
in the
it?
background.
I'm
for the
looking for
audience.
sailors.
Yeah.
Sell sword.
Sell swords, right?
Yeah,
Sell
that's
sword,
what
yeah.
that means. Street rat.
Street rat.
Stop.
Riff rat.
Yeah.
Street
Just
rat.
let's not be too hasty.
Oh, you heard it
Still,
so
I
often.
think he's rather tasty. If we go street
Gotta
rat,
still to eat, gotta eat to live. Otherwise,
So-
we get along.
So
Now-
you could be, if you're a criminal, you're not a street rat nor a thug. You can be a thug without being a criminal as well.
right,
Yeah,
and you also
apparently
get
in
a
this
plus
world.
1 club damage bonus,
Oh, hey, we should
Which-
just be a thug.
which does work well. But I do know a bit of magic, so if you're going like straight champion or something, that might work. There's just this vagabond where you're just a hobo, and then wildling is where you just didn't live in civilization.
You're just, yeah, you're a wildling. But you could be a thug of God. You don't have to be a thug.
I want the attunement, Jake.
I'm just saying that,
Attributes.
I want to be a God's thug gang.
It's these type of games. You really want to just specialize. You don't want to spread out. So we'll go ahead and give ourselves lots of presents. We'll bump up our already high skills. Healing, athletics, climb, swim, awareness, crafting, diplomacy, healing, and the law. But we don't have good lore, so we're not gonna be
the
sneaking
law.
around or knowing things. We're just gonna be able to talk, heal, and notice strange things. That's about it. Now for feats. I'm gonna grab this. Go shield. What else? Oh yeah, just go ahead and just fill that out. There we go. Should give us some nice skills. And knowing these old games, being able to cure poison and get some health back, probably a good idea. Alright, now we make Chuck Norris. I have an idea. Bam. Perfect. The golden boy.
Can you guys hear me typing? Sorry.
And
No.
not really.
Okay, good.
I can't.
Discord
Only
usually does a
whopping
good job.
3 skin colors to choose from. Now this is the most important part. Finding clothes. There we go. Hey, that looks nice.
What is this, Oregon Trail? How many sets of clothing do you want?
Perfect.
Well,
I think we're good.
Buffalo jerky.
Now for the hard part. A name.
Oh, his face, he looks cross-eyed.
Well, he's very focused.
What should his name
Let's
be?
see here. What should we name this guy?
Jalubil?
Jalubel? The
All our
stupid
names.
Bill.
are mine.
Jalubil.
Let's give him a cool name.
Cool name.
Oh, great. You dad joked us.
Let's see.
Cool name Pariah's. Oh.
I hate this part.
Call him Phineas.
Phineas?
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to spell
Phineas
that
and
out.
Ferb.
You'll have to, yeah. You have to spell that
Obviously.
out for me.
Phineas.
He knows what he's gonna do today. He's gonna bash heads with his club and praise the
It's
Lord.
a shame he can't have a spear, but oh well.
I know, it really sucks.
Small things.
But we got Phineas. Prologue. On the wine dark raging seas of the Outer Isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves toward the accursed island of Idra. You can click on these.
Idra Elbis?
The Outer Islands concept. It's a dictionary. A northeasterly archipelago that serves as a midway point between the Gallian Empire and its colonies. Its main port is located on the island of Idra. That's the Gallian Empire. It just keeps going. A large but waning empire founded nearly 3,000 years ago by the mythical first emperor, Gallian the Great. Who's Gallian? We're never gonna get anywhere if we keep
read
clicking.
a book.
I know. I think we should at least know what Idra is. Concept. The main island of the Outer Isles. Its main settlement is the port of Horin. The moan of creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness of the ship's dimly lit hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. Let's see, we can go rise well rested and ready to go, get up, mouth dry and head pounding, or rouse yourself from deep meditation. Does Phineas... Which one of these will fit Phineas? Is he like like a rise, or is he just like a heavy sleeper?
Mouth dry. Is the second one mean the hangover?
Probably. This man does not strike me as a
yeah,
drinker much.
that's hangover stuff. We know. No.
Have first-hand experience.
Well, what's the difference? I guess, Phineas is a holy man.
Right.
He's put a lot of people in the hospital, so.
He is a hospitaler. You'll get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting on deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing on the situation. Be on your way. Alright. My stuff. The shift key. We can highlight stuff. I want to do that. Desk with a maritime navigation map. The map is labeled the Outer Isles. It is a course drawn towards the island named Idra. We know about the Outer Isles. Remember concept? Over here. Something struck the ship. Nerve. Tutorials. A shift will highlight the entertainment area. Okay. Ha. I can't use the dagger because of my vows. I can only beat people to death with a club. Here we go. I'm armed and dangerous.
Oh, he just like shuffles around. Oh my goodness.
To your surprise, you realize that the door has been locked from the outside. It does not budge. Perhaps you should slip the lock with a thin blade or use something to smash it. Use club. Using the club, you smash the lock in a fell swoop. The door begins to creak open.
Kill Chester.
As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out cries from the deck above. You should make haste. I gotta make something alright, and ain't haste, that's for sure. Another chest. Ooh. Like everything that isn't nailed down. Oh my goodness, what was that? This is the console. Well, if I get stuck, we have the console.
Good.
Steel helmet. I didn't steal this helmet. It was mine. Once again, I cannot use those weapons because my vows forbid me. Spotted something. Stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rusted red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils, and as you look around in the dim light of the hold, you realize someone or something fought for their life here. Same moment the thought hits you. A hiss from the shadows. You squint towards the shadows as a hunched, feral-looking form slowly slinks forwards. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail leaves no doubt of the creature's rodent nature. I'd never really describe rodent hands as disgustingly human-like. Just remember that now when I see a rat. Though as it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common ship rat has now grown into something that has no right to exist. Well, that's a bit rude.
That's very judgmental.
I know. A second hiss sounds behind you, and the abominations lunge at you. Their freakish human hands. Roll initiative. Characters acting order initiative. You can view. Okay. Over the widget makes it pop out. Okay, that's actually useful. I got movement points. Got all that? Make sure you're taking notes.
Right.
Is this going to be on the test?
Yes. Alright, if we attack, we don't move. Missing shift and brings up the tactical overlay and makes it easier to see the exact positions of characters. Something okay. To the last! Well, I can't move. Oh, that's right. Dang it. Aha. Did it parry me? What did it do?
Parry your glove.
Get parried, nerd.
Okay, well, I am currently infected by rat bites.
Good. Or I'm just gonna die of plague on a boat.
You know, he looks like a guy who would, like, die of plague. I wonder if this will actually work. Nope, it does not work. Weekly disease. 91 agility. As this says, can be removed by magic. Well, my magic didn't do jack. I have 0 agility. I am now stumbling around like an idiot. I don't think that was worth the rat tails.
You can sell those for big money.
It's potatoes? Potatoes! Ah, we found potatoes. That means we found fantasy chili. You have contracted a disease from your fight with the rats. You may see what conditions are affecting you by opening the character. I just did that.
No, all conditions are negative. Maybe this rat bite is a good thing.
Yeah, we need to look at the bright side of it. Despite the fact that my character is grimacing painfully, he's
looking okay.
He's beneficial.
He's very upset.
Lantern. Well, I can at least cast this magic.
All right, I got our short ready to go. I need to come up with a tagline.
There we go. I got my health back. See?
When should I schedule it? It's next week.
Yeah, just next week's fine.
Potion of cure disease. We're no longer infected by plague. There. We're now calm, collected, and cross-eyed once again.
Good. He looks so derpy.
You emerge into the ship's lower deck. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. Phineas here at last, growls a rough voice. Does he have disgustingly human-like hands? I hope he doesn't.
Yeah, he's just a giant rat.
Attack!
Attack!
No,
just immediately kill.
It's Roland. Where the
tides. Hey, it's me. It's the guy I modeled for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
No, he didn't. Don't listen to him. It's Roland. Where the tides have you been? Good grief! I have I have Tourette's apparently. The island is in sight, but the Guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. Oh, are we looking for a girl? I can't remember.
Are we? This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
And no one gets paid. Listen here, I know our boys better than most. We've hired them to go to Idra and kill. Go and kill! If we don't pay them, things will go bad quickly. But the sailors are bloody terrified. They claim something is hunting us.
Terrified.
Oh, bloody terrified.
It's a big rat.
It's got disgustingly human-like hands. I ain't going down there. Wait, there's a few sailors up ahead. Rattle is a pair of rapids. They're a way past them. There are 2 doors ahead. Take the left and we should be able to sneak past them without any trouble. Anything else I should know, or famous last words? No, I'm not pessimistic. I'm Phineas. I'm happy. I got over the rat poison. Let's just get off this bloody boat. Motioning for you to take the lead, Roland falls in behind you. From above, agitated shouts could be heard. They just never get tired of screaming, don't they? Okay.
So we added him to our party?
Yes, we didn't attack him like lunatics. You can level him up.
The idea you can just kill your first partner in the game.
That's why it's a cool game, because you can do whatever you want, including ruin it for yourself. Bread for ooh.
Bread for war.
Bread for war. Bread for the poor.
I'm gonna take my dog out real quick.
All right. Well, we're just leveling this guy up. Got archery, axe, club, shield, sword, two-handed. I think he uses two-handed. Grab some two-handed. And we'll make sure he's well-bred too.
He's well-bred.
Fish. Let's check what this guy's got. Right, he does have a sword. He's cooler than me. I don't like this. Note scrawled in crude letters. Cook! I cannot stand another meal of salted fish. There is a limit to how long a man can live on salt potatoes and perklin. Take heed or get a dagger in the eye, ye cheap bastard.
It's a mutiny?
You bastard.
Well, he said it with a weird E. Didn't spell right. I don't think this guy is well educated.
We don't curse on stream. Or actually, we don't curse, period.
No cursing on stream.
Yeah.
This is a Christian stream.
I don't know what I can do with this,
I don't know, tap it some more, see what happens. Ram your body onto what looks like, like a short sword? sword sharpener? I don't know. A grindstone, that's it.
Yeah.
What is it? What are those things called?
I was grinding on the grindstone.
That was the old website back then, Grinderstone.
Grindstone.
Roland, what are you doing on that website?
And I guess we're super stealthy.
Yeah, we're like so stealthy.
100%, baby.
100%.
There's a man over there. There's a man on the wing of the boat.
Oh no, they saw me. Nope, not
Why
anymore.
does the boat have wings?
Oh, there's two men.
They're not reacting to me.
They're like, what's this guy doing? He's being a big weirdo over there.
3v or force.
Are we
what
slightly athletic or no?
No, we aren't.
Oh,
Okay,
he's athletic.
he is. So we're gonna.
He is bred for war.
Oh no, they saw me. The sailors stare
We
at
have
you, wide-eyed and
diplomacy.
terrified. No, but
I
I,
don't know if
switched, I
that's
swapped
true.
the Roland. The sailors stare at you, wide-eyed and terrified. Dead emperors, it's coming for us. It whispers to me. One of them draws a weapon with shaking hands. I mean, he could try diplomacy, but I didn't. I need to swap my guy who's good.
No.
I don't think I could. Yeah, if it's get a 9 or above, he might be able to do it.
I want to say it's 3.5, but I could be no.
I failed.
Oh, 7. So, 2 points above the
Half insane with
average.
terror, the sailors scream and lunge at you. Great.
Death or glory.
Death or glory.
It looks like Shining Force or whatever.
Huh.
Oh, I didn't want that. Oh, whatever.
I know if I said the right
Why am
one.
I
'cause I played
shifting?
Shining Soul a lot, so.
Yeah, Shining Force was the
Yeah, Shining Force was the.
Oh my goodness,
tactical
I
RPG.
keep screwing.
turn-based RPG.
I keep screwing up. I'm so dumb.
Well, this is going well.
You're so bad at this.
Phineas is gonna get killed.
I know he is.
Here, I thought you were the king of severely outdated video games.
I need to pull back. Do I?
Well, I guess when it said death or glory, it meant mostly death.
Don't worry, I got rolling up front.
Luke's controlling it.
There we go.
Death is inevitable.
Oh, what the crud? I swear. This game.
If you're gonna swear, swear to me!
Cascade. Oh, I can attack. I am not dying to these people. Well, I think I'm better. I'm like half dead, but you know, not dead. That's something. But we found, oh, the club.
Well, as long as you're not dead, you're alive.
I know, isn't that amazing? Alright, well I guess you can search his room now without... Oh, salt. Salt.
No. We're on the salt planet.
Cannot... Just here. Got
I
here.
watched a,
A lot of potions. Perfect.
kind of a, I guess a retrospective look at, like, The Last Jedi and, like,
Oh,
all
really?
these
please,
people,
no. I don't want to talk
all the
about
people
Star
who
Wars.
initially made videos and, like, were, you know, after some time has gone by, what was the kind of, like, consensus or, like, what did they think about
Like
it?
people still argue for that movie to this day.
Oh yeah, there's still people who like it, but I think generally
Can we play the game? talking about The Last Jedi. I don't want to
We
do
can
that.
talk about our stream. We can talk about whatever we want.
You recognize the corpse of one of the crewmates, a young man of barely 16 years old called Sullum. Ooh, that's a dumb name. The youth has been mauled to death by what you assume are the grotesquely altered rats you encountered just minutes ago. The corpse is still warm. Well, his name was Sullum, so he deserved to die for that dumb name.
But Jake, what were you gonna say? I want to follow this line of conversation.
Oh, just that.
You can do it.
Generally, that Ryan Johnson dropped the ball. A lot of it had to do with the fact that the first one tricked everyone and wasn't very good as well. It was just a rehashing. So like trying to go anywhere new with the Star Wars wasn't really even possible, essentially.
Yeah.
And just like it was a failure all around, essentially.
I keep clicking the console and the colors blind me every time. I think
it was just
heal
pointless in every regard because like the next movie just got rid of everything anyways.
Yeah.
Got a lot of health there, mister. Let's see here. Oh yeah, what's over here? A fine dagger, if I do say so myself.
A fine dagger. How do you quantify that? It's like, oh, a fine dagger.
Surgeons General. What did the Surgeon General say? Written on the day of departure from the mainland. Left Adler's helm today with a full complement of passengers. Mercenaries, by the looks of it. Paid well. Ship was dispatched by Guild before we could fully restock medical supplies. Hopefully we won't need them. Then again, our passengers make me uneasy. Written 5 days ago. Brawl and mess. Had to set nose. Men seem on edge. Can't say I blame them. Have been sleeping poorly and dreams are unsound. Jim. Written 4 days ago. Again came to me today again with a bite wound that he sustained whilst working in the hold. Didn't see the creature, and I would say it was a rat's bite if it weren't for the size and some aspect of the dentation that I find hard to explain properly. I actually really changed the font. I'm having a hard time reading it. Written 2 days ago. Was visited today by Navigator Aslam, the lion. He asked for White Fern, a sedative, claimed he had trouble sleeping, suspected he was not fully forthcoming, and when pushed, he mumbled something about the stars being odd. Not sure what he meant, and he left before I could push him further. Yeah.
Look, it's never great when people start talking about the stars and then the cold deep and all that. Usually you're dealing with something pretty eldritch.
Yep. Written today. Men are about to break. We cannot maintain our course for Idra. Captain advised me today to make ready the surgery and to expect casualties. I suspect he intends to inform our passengers that he refuses to land on the island. If this is my last, the entry trails off. He was killed by the rat with the freakish human hands. I knew it. Or was he the 16-year-old boy?
At work today, I was just like, doing my job, and one of my coworkers like, the stars have been really like looking at me funny. I was like, oh man, not again. Or this happens every time.
Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, entering stealth mode. I don't want the dead bodies to see me. Oh. You emerge onto the deck and see two groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention to you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. I'm going to address the mercenary leader since we're paying him. Mercenary leader Estavo, even though I did insult him, flicks his dark eyes to you, but keeps his blade fixed on the desperate captain. There's a reason he's known as Fireblood to his men. I thought that was because he drank a lot.
I guess it could mean multiple things.
I guess so. Estavo, you'll get your money, but let me handle this. A cruel smile twitches into life on Estavo's wind-weathered face. There's only one rich noble girl, but we can always find more sailors. The ship's captain bristles at these words. Captain, why have we not dropped anchor? Dreaming of stars and they're going out or something? Something dire stalks these shores. We cannot approach without risking the ire of that horror. A jittery mutter of agreement rises from the sailors, causing Estavo's eyes to darken even further. What horror? What have you seen? Captain, take us closer, or there will be consequences. Captain!
Probably ask him about the horror.
Captain.
Not but glimpses. My men have seen the shadow of something deep in water, stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that. Estavo glares murderously at the captain.
My inclination is toward one, but...
You renege on our deal based on a glimpse?
What? Oh.
There is desperation in the captain's voice. We are seasoned sailors. We do not balk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of.
But if we can't even approach the island, how the crap are we gonna do it?
Yeah, I know. We need to land. We're out of time, so let's end or argue the point with Estavo. Estavo turns a steely gaze from you to the captain. Let me spell this out for you, you sea dog. We contracted to rescue this girl. But if you don't get us to the shore, we'll gut you for free. The mercenaries you hire all shift their way in anticipation of making good on that promise. I have good persuasion, so I'm going to see if I can talk to him. Nothing changes in the captain's expression. He stands tall. I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast while I have command. Diplomacy. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, I think we can do it. 6 plus 2d6. Oh yeah, 4, average of 7. Let's do this.
Yaha! We did it. Success. We convinced the captain to sail to his... We convinced the captain to sail to his death. A few of the ship's crews lower their weapon. The captain's eyes flit between you and Estavo's murderous grin. He sheathes his blade and speaks softly, his voice barely audible over the snapping sails. So be it. May you the deep have mercy. You gain 300 XP. He says that, by the way. The captain goes, you gain 300 XP. Suddenly, huge monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estavo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. Well, he doesn't look pretty happy.
I mean, what would not have continuing even stopped this? We freaking, as soon as we finished talking, we got attacked.
Listen, Jake, choices matter.
But they don't.
After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inwards and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck, others snap the mast like they were matchsticks.
Your stand frozen in place.
Your stand frozen in place. Oh no.
The enemy stand.
Your stand.
The water door. Through a haze of splintered wood and panicked screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle, but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more.
We're good. We can just leave Roland.
No, we gotta find Roland. You dash towards the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men, beseeching you for help. Nope. Roland hangs by one arm from the side of the ship. Try to grab him. You lunge for Roland's arm, but he loses his grip, and your fingers close only around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly downwards.
Friggin' useless.
You watch as he is swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving in to flesh. The impact of the water winds you. The waves pummel you down. The current beseech you to go deeper, ever deeper. Peaceful blackness. Oh, I just accepted death like that. Sink. What choices do I have? Sink?
I think we should sink. There we
Just die.
Gonna be like Divinity of Ventureson 3, 2.
Divinity of Ventureson, I love that. 2 weeks earlier.
Oh, okay.
This is a flashback.
Yeah, why are we freaking playing a flashback?
It's like a Quentin Tarantino movie. It takes place all over the timeline.
Or Memento.
A guardsman dressed in livery of the noble house Buren. The guard scowls somewhat at you. Arms Master Lyra awaits you at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you have not already done so.
I love fantasy worlds with like prescribed like classes or careers. Like, yeah, I'm an arms master, 100%. It's the only thing I do.
An aging armored man, well, I mean, he's not really armor, but in the livery of House Buren stands and scowls at you. Eyes like coal peer out from a craggy face, fringed top and bottom with wild white hair.
Maybe he's wearing his armor backwards. Like, he's got plate into that, but he's like wearing his ramekin on the outside.
The House of Buren is one of the richest and most influential houses in the north. The current head...
I said ramekin, but what is the freaking Under Armour called, Luke?
Shoot, it's like an armlet? No... I don't know why I'm blanking. A gambeson, that's it, a gambeson!
A gambeson!
I don't know why I was blanking hard on that, but it's a gambeson.
I was like... that doesn't. I said ramekin.
What's a ramekin? Is that the thing you put sushi sauce in that, right?
A small bowl. Yeah, it had the same vibe as gambeson. So
why are you wearing an armor made up of small bowls, sir?
That was a gambeson.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that.
Like a fleece jacket.
The older man crosses his massive arms, steps forward, and leans towards you. So, young sellsword, come looking for scrap, have you? Well, I chose Alkali as my background.
You can get a gambeson jacket for like $92. So that's cool.
Oh, nice. Will it protect you against? Like,
it should.
They
were very effective. Stab. They were very effective against slashes and piercings. They're really good armor. People just wore it at just gambesons.
It's perfect for LARP.
Though his voice is full of gravel, there's now a glint in his eyes, as though the old coals have begun to warm up. Kaidan, you old fool! Stand aside, old man. I have business with your lord. No, we don't mean the Kaidian. He looks like he could kill me. A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. Kaidian may be older and grayer, but from the force of his hug...
It's a bark of laughter.
You don't reckon you have any more chance of beating him now than you did as a 12-year-old. Go easy, you old boar, you old boomer.
Old boar.
It's good to see some things haven't changed, like you crushing my spine.
Let's go, just leaves you there to die.
Yeah. I will break you, Batman. Kaidian steps back and allows you to breathe again before grabbing you by the shoulders and once again strangling you. We heard of your father's passing. Truly, he sits with the golden dead now. Tell me, how did he die? What's our relationship with our father?
Yeah, I love the dichotomy here. Either he died the most honorable death possible, or he died the most worthless death possible. Like, what's the...
Did Peter
in between?
Did Peter Molyneux write these dialogue choices?
Couldn't just die of, like, a heart attack in his cabin or whatever?
I think that he died in glorious battle. What do you think, Billy?
Yeah. Why couldn't he...
I think he died drunk and reeking. No.
Why couldn't he have done both? Died in glorious battle, drunk and reeking of his own...
They're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll just say he died in glorious battle. We'll at least give our dad that.
Yeah. I like how it might also just not be true.
No.
We just said it.
Yeah, he died in his piss, but we just told Kaida he died in battle. With his gallstones. Kaidan's eyes narrow, then the old warrior died a fitting death. Kaidan is quiet for a moment, then breaks into a grin. Well, raise a cup to his name together. You and I soon, as you're done with Kato, and I can rustle up some ale fit for a guest.
I wonder if he says that no matter what choice you pick. He's like, the old warrior died a fitting death.
That'd be hilarious if he did. Kaidan, why am I here? Why do I exist? What's the point of all this?
Getting philosophical.
You're getting too deep for me, lad. Master Kato will chew your ear plenty when you see him. Phineas, Lyra, the new master at arms, awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you, and don't ask her not to if you think I had a temper. The joke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled house guard's voice. Ooh, we got a high diplomacy check.
I think we can do it.
I need to get a 9 or higher. Jeez.
2 above the average.
Oh, we did it. We did it.
We did it!
We did
Boom, I
it.
told you.
You bring glory
Bring
to thine
glory.
ancestors. You got this old man to speak more. Never could pull the wool over your eyes. Truth is, many a day has been dark of late for House Buren. Perhaps it all started when you and your father left. A guilty grimace flashes across his face. Or maybe it started even earlier. Kaidian pauses to blow out a long breath. I won't betray my master's confidence by saying more. Best you see him yourself. Very well, I'll go to the Master at Arms. If you want to explore for old time's sake, take this lantern. Lord Buren will wait. We don't want you getting lost in the hedge maze again. The man laughs heartily and hands you a small brass lantern. Whatever you may come to pass, it did the old warrior a barrel of good to see you again, boy. Boy.
My boy.
The old man slaps you on the shoulder in parting, almost knocking you off balance. He then seems to remember something as he leans in spiritorially. The world is flat. Dang knees are acting up again. Can't hardly sleep on account of the aches. Let me tell you, I'd take an arrow in the leg any day. An arrow in the knee, you may say. If you're going over to the kitchen later for a bit of grub, a bottle of brandy from the wine cellar would make me a happy man. Kaidian shifts as if to emphasize his stiff knees. Kick him in the knees. First, don't keep Lyra waiting any longer. Talk to her first, and I'll be here for later.
Lyra, right?
Lyra, okay, whatever, Jake. An old boar.
Just correcting you.
The boar is medicine. Alright, Jake. I hop around.
Well, that's how I walk in real life. Yo!
Pet the dog.
Getting the dog.
We pet the dog. Mission accomplished. We can go home. I hear Master Kato. Charmed. Should you be here?
No, where are we going?
I don't know why. I'm in the hedge maze.
Why didn't you just keep going forward?
Because I want to explore, Jake.
Oh, okay. I think we were looking for Lyra.
Well, Lyra can wait.
Okay.
An old boar told me I had to come over here.
No, I said go to Lyra because she has a temper. She'll kill you if you wait too long.
Well, I highly doubt she's programmed with a temper.
That's true. It's all in the text.
Yep. I like how you just bang your body against the wall. A guardsman dressed in the livery of Noble House Buren. The guard scowls somewhat at you. Our Master Lyra awaits you at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you've not already done so. My goodness, they're just like... It's the exact same guy at the front of the gate. Oh, I had to talk to her to progress the story.
Yes? What are you expecting?
Like, forgot how video games work.
I want a sequence break.
It doesn't even make sense to sequence break here, because this all happened in the past, so it has to happen.
If I die in the past, do I just fade from the boat?
Probably. The game would be over at that point.
They all say the same thing. They all been trained perfectly. When he comes and he doesn't talk to her, you all repeat this, boy. We're gonna keep practicing until you get it right.
You. Gonna hunt you down.
Yeah, okay. Let me in! Let me in!
Oh, she's...
Forlorn child.
Not taking up a lot of space in that screen.
No, she's not even making eye contact with me.
That door is tiny.
That's where the hobbits come and go.
The perspective is so weird.
Behold, a woman.
Very far away.
A woman.
But
stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of a graceful, coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she is the new master at arms for House Buren. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful.
Looks like we're 8 feet tall.
Greetings, Phineas. Master Kato welcomes you back to House Buren. The master is eager to meet with you and is ready at your leisure. However, if you wish to refresh yourself first, he suggests you visit the kitchen for some food and then perhaps walk the grounds and gardens.
What the crud? Everyone's giving you false information. They're like, oh, she has a temper. She's going to want to see you immediately. Oh, yeah, just go walk around, even though we already did that.
It's like Sam Eagle from, like, Treasure Island.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
He's furious.
He's a crazy man. We don't want to make him angry. 30 lashes and then 30 lashes and then you walk the plank. No, that won't be necessary.
They're gaslighting us.
Yeah. Very well, I shall explore a bit. The maze. Why? Why the maze?
Why the maze?
Why? This estate was your home for many years. Well, thanks for reminding me.
Oh, good, thanks.
Despite the circumstances you left it, perhaps the master feels it would do you good to revisit some old memories. Lyra's eyes narrow in a barely perceptible frown, or some old ghost. What does Kato want with me? That is for the master himself to answer, and he will soon enough. For now, though, please get some food and look around. I'm sure old Kaidan would be happy to see you if you'd not talked to him already. Like, he told me that you were like a psycho if I didn't talk to you right away. Very well. Excellent, though I'm sure you still know your way around the grounds. The kitchen is the building to the east, and the garden and hedge maze is to the west. Come back and check in with me and once you've stretched your legs. They really need to come back and reread the script.
Look how like mean and vitriolic Lyra was.
I know.
She perfectly reasonably just like, oh yeah, go do this, go do that.
I didn't want to talk to you. You moved in my direction. Now you have to do dialogue. You'll find the kitchen in the eastern end of the courtyard, the garden and the hedge maze to the west. And I don't remind you that it's a good idea to enter the maze without a lantern. Have a good evening, my lord. My lord.
Have you been to the kitchen yet?
I'm in the kitchen now. Oh my goodness.
Did you throw your name in the goblet of fire?
Harry?
The guard said calmly.
Yeah. You enter this kitchen and a pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It's all so much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Yeah, the kitchen fills me with depression too.
Okay, good.
Of course.
Honestly, it should be fairly lively and warm.
No, it's gloomy and everyone wants to kill themselves.
The kitchen.
Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind, red-faced, and tending a shank of lamb. Reminisce. You remember the matronly woman as she sat, humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in a childhood where such qualities were few and far between. I only grew up in a wealthy house and villa. The horror. Go to Nana, go to Magna. Magna claps you gently with her tubby hand. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As son to the master at arms for the great house Biren, you did not go wanting. Materially, at least. I keep telling her my father died in combat, but he died in his own piss. I keep lying to myself and other people.
Why do they keep, like, info dumping on you? You lived here.
I must be reminded of my past, Jake. Magna looks at you with kind eyes as you pick at the bundle. He's here again, down in the cellar. He's not so good, my child, sleeping now. But it would be best if you got him to bed before his men see him like this again. The knot in your stomach is as real now as it was when you were 12. So he did drink himself to death. I knew it. I'll go get him. Don't worry, he won't make a fuss. He just needs some time. You know, Phineas, deep wounds take a long while to heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumed her meandering humming. The sound of a man clearing his throat snaps you back out of your reminiscing. May I help you, my lord? The man in a chef's outfit offers in a hoarse voice.
A hoarse voice?
Yeah. What we got? We got a pot? See cauldron. Ooh, crafting. We got crafting, folks. This is the crafting screen. To create new items, double-click ingredients in your inventory and place them in the workstation, and then press craft. Recipe lists and love column presents known recipes. You learn new recipes by experimenting or by finding recipes books out in the world. Recipes that can currently competition. Salted fish. Fish.
Salted pork.
Scullions don't speak unless they're spoken to. The chef offers a short bow and a tired but sincere smile. I am Chef Armin, and my humble kitchen is at your disposal, but lord, sadly I was told of your arrival only minutes ago, and my oven must be fired up again. You must be famished. Why aren't you offering me treats? Indeed I am. My suggestion is thusly. Whilst I stroke the fire, you run down in the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melted cheese sandwich, and you shall never want for an evening meal for as long as you live. Very well.
Okay.
Splendid. The pantry is west of the wine cellar, and the cheese is kept in the northernmost room. Return when you have the cured ham and cheddar, and I shall provide bread and instructions. Now venture forth into the underworld. I remember when I was like 20 years old and I had to be taught how to make a sandwich. Use the hatch in the floor over there. Armin points towards a wooden hatch by the wall. It's quite dark down there, but there should be a lantern and a chest near the stairs. Good luck. Everyone offers me a lantern. Ha! The old wretch is too cowardly to come himself, so he sends you instead. The brandy will be the end of him, I say. Then again, who am I to deny the old fool his few pleasures? You'll find a crate of fine for me and brandy in the northeast corner of the wine cellar. Right. Beef. Ah, cellar.
Cellar, I hardly know her.
We found another lantern. Empty bottles litter the floor of this room. You chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff in their wine tasting sessions. No doubt much revelry has taken place here. In a cool gust of air from the passage to the north, the wine cellar lies that way, and you can almost hear faint sobbings. Ghosts, no doubt. Yeah, that's my first guess. When I hear faint noises, it's ghosts.
Ghosts, 100%.
Eesh. Here. Where is it? Where's the brandy? Give me all of your ham.
You okay there, Billy?
Leg.
Charlie horse. You were gripped by a long hidden memory upon entering this part of the cellar. You sealed it away, but in so doing preserved its strength, and now it demands freedom.
Okay.
You can still recall smelling him before you could make out his writhing shape in the dim light of the cellar. Mistress Valeria, open the door. Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings. How could they take her? Her chambers were locked from inside. Where is she? Try to shake some sense into him. Your father jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness. We found her, wandering the fort outside the estate. Mistress Valera, help him stand. Haltingly and leaning heavily on you, your father...
earlier about your father dying?
I guess I did. I didn't know. Your father manages to stand. She was never the same. Saying whatever happened broke her. It was the girl, you know. The seed was planted in Valeria that night. But how could you know? You were but a babe yourself. You helped lead the now sobbing man out of the cellar. Stop it, father. Lord Gato trusted me, and I failed him, but Valeria was the one to pay the price, mind broken, and that spawn of a child. Your father's voice seized with rage. Enough. Don't talk back to me. What do you know about honor? As much as your harlot mother. Your father steps away from you unsteadily, tears streaming down his contorted face. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Turn and run. Strike the man. Billy, what would you do if this was Dad? I want you to imagine, what if this was our father?
Our father.
And he was screaming about devil spawn in Valeria.
I feel like it's not on here.
Oh, what would that be? Like, drink with them?
Call the police!
Call the police!
I think Phineas would run away.
Shut up!
Yeah, shut up, shut up, shut up! You draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory, your knuckles white. You're alone in the damn cellar and don't particularly feel like dwelling there. Yeah, I'm just screaming like a lunatic in the cellar. Like, is the Lord okay? I hear yelling. Give me that brandy. We need Kaidion to drink himself into an early grave. For my amusement, of course. We still don't have the cheese, Gromit. Oh, there it is. Eat all your cheese. We can make a sandwich with just cheese and bread. Or cheese
yeah,
and
he's gonna teach us how to do it for some reason.
Cheese and ham.
Our character is so inept; he has no idea how to make a cheese sandwich.
I have the ham and cheese. Perfect. First of all, here is some bread. Now the cauldron is quite empty and just warm enough for you to use. Remember,
I use a
you
cauldron?
need both the bread, ham, and cheese to make the perfect sandwich.
What is this game? I thought. Why is it spending so much time on this stuff?
This is important building. We gotta make the cheese sandwich.
Oh my goodness.
We did it.
You know, the cheese sandwich that's so important to all adventure games.
Armin wafts the scent of the grilled sandwich towards his nose. Ah, the crust of the bread, the softness of the cheese, the savoriness of the ham. Perfection! You shall indeed never go hungry in the night. I made
sandwich in a pot.
I made stoner meal.
Our character's a psychopath.
I'm gonna be used like this. Well, I can't eat it. I made it. Stare at it.
It can't be used like this.
Yeah, have your medicine.
What does that even mean?
Ah, that's some fine foraging, young whelp. Before you can get a word in, Kaidion snatches the bottle, uncorks it, and drinks deeply. The old man, eyes closed in relief, lets out a deep sigh. May your sleep be dreamless, he speaks as if to himself. May your sleep be dreamless? What? Is it possible to sleep without dreaming? Kaidion smiles sadly. An old soldier's greeting, something one mercenary would say to another as a prayer. Do not dwell on painful memories, the kind that comes with the work your father and I. Kaidion halts momentarily and looks at you. Your father and I would always part with those words. Now I've held you long enough. Be on your way. Yeah, I was just in the cellar yelling at a ghost of my father.
Our character is psychotic.
Now, a ghost of your father taught you to make a ham and cheese sandwich?
No, the chef did.
The chef did, but maybe my father did, but I blocked it out because of the trauma. You stand before the gate of the hedge maid. It stirs old feelings of both dread and elation. Okay? The sounds and smells of the estate grounds as they were long ago. A call to you from the distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into their depths. Let yourself go and remember. Which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from rebels again? Imbla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She's 10 years old and you're a year her senior. Let's play hide and go seek in the maze. I'll hide. You faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. You better run, Star Child. Okay. Only my mother ever calls me that, Imbla says, frowning. Where did you hear it from? Before you can reply, she flings another pine cone at you, and before darts off into the maze. Please.
I think they needed one more pass on some of these scripts.
Give chase. You hear a man's... Well, this is the pre-release. They didn't update the 1.1 yet.
Oh, I see.
You hear a man's voice yell Imbla's name again, much closer now. Either way, she's lost to you in the winding passages of the hedge maze. Your memory tugs at you, urging you on to the center of the maze. We gotta get to the center, guys. You know, we were on a boat fighting a giant octopus. Wasn't that amazing?
Jack Torrance.
Remember to always go left or something.
Oh my goodness, I don't care. I'm not putting that much effort into this game. I say, I'm quite lost. It's literally the exit's just down there.
He's quite lost.
Stand at the center of the maze. It feels much less impressive than you remember. The ornamental pond was once an ocean, the rock at its heart a windswept island. You found me, daydreamer. I found the Star Child. You remember the tone of her voice, and you can almost see the impish 10-year-old girl wading through the pond.
Ah, yes, impish.
Impish. Why do you always come here? I like the water. It's so calm. Imbla shoots you a mischievous look. You notice the faintest tang of ozone. What?
Imbla
what?
shoots you.
What? A tang of
Ozone?
Is that?
She makes a slow motion hop toward the water, her fingers trailing the pond's surface. Where water and skin meet, strange colors bleed and spread across the surface. Imbla, you'll get in trouble. Stop it. I'm just a little psycho man running around. The guards are like, stay away from him.
What? There's not even a friggin' term as far as I can find.
Imbla moves
No,
her
but I've
fingers.
heard that term, but
Yeah, Imbla moves her fingers across the water's surface like a painter's brush. Colors spill across the pond. And for a sleeping moment, you fancy that you can see the cloud-topped mountains, or was it the ramparts of an impossibly large city? Reaching towards the heavens, the silence is shattered by a shout. Excuse me, along with the beguiling images. Mistress Imbla, the master requests you in the house. Immediately. That's my father. Something's wrong. I'll be drunk again. It's mother. She's ill again. I think I cause it with what I can do. It poisons her mind. Well, that's a really weird thing to say, Star Child.
maybe stop doing that.
How long until mother isn't mother, or until father isn't lord, or your father isn't master at arms? How long will any of it last? Well, that's kind of deep thoughts for a 10-year-old girl. I love this. Why are you talking like this? Stop it. You're making me uncomfortable.
What's doing this?
Yeah. You ever feel like everything is a lie? Like there's a veil that covers everything, but in some parts it's thin enough to see through? Imbla starts as your father steps breathily into the enclosed garden. He's red-faced from the exertion and anger. Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole estate is looking for you. Your mother is ill and needs you now. Say nothing.
Okay,
Your father shoots you a stern glance. I'll deal with you later. I just showed up here, man. I didn't do anything. Imbla says nothing as your father grabs her by the arm and hauls her past you, back to the house. She doesn't meet your eyes as you pass. Finding yourself back in the present, a chill has crept into your bones. You best move on.
Oh, I think she realized that she's in a video game.
Oh, great. I hate when they become aware like that.
I mean, it's gonna happen. They're starting to put AI in games, and eventually one of them...
It's gonna freak out. Okay, we did all the side quest.
Be great. Freaking bounced around this whole estate.
There you are. If your nostalgia is appeased, the master will see you now. Just a moment, I need to make more sandwiches. Yes, let's go see Gato. Very well, if it pleases you, the master is in his office just ahead. And note, once you meet with the master, things may move quickly, and you may not have another chance to walk the crowds.
Yeah, I'd rather go explore a bit more.
Yes, I remember the way. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face, and she beckons for you to lead the way.
You're gonna have to
way.
get down on your knees to get through that door.
The opulence is faded and the shadows longer. Clearly much has changed since the last time you were here. I remember saying how long it's been. I didn't come here to reminisce.
That's a lie.
No, I come here to reminisce. I come here to relive my memories and scream at them.
Her portrait looks like she wants to fade into the background.
Just want to be here. It's been years, perhaps decades, since you were here. Not since your father was the house arms master. Not since. You must have your wits about you, and perhaps now is not the time to dwell on painful memories. Not since your father's exile. You were no more than 12 when you were driven off from the household. Hard were the years that followed. The mercenary life is bloody and unforgiving. Those years stole your childhood, and eventually they took your father too. What do we do? Was my father just so much of a drunk that just kicked us out? But your father had always insisted to his dying breath that his failure had been his own, that he had gotten the fate he deserved. The memories are painful nonetheless. Tell people I died in battle and not in my own piss. Ugh. On your way. Flanking the doorway are two marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the two women depicted fills you with sadness. It fills you with something else, too. Examine them. Once you recognize them immediately, Valeria Biren, the mistress of the house. You remember her as a gray ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew as so well, Imbla Biren, daughter of the house, and now a woman grown, strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's cowed timidness. How fares Imbla? Libra's eyes flicker ever so slightly. We should hasten to Master Biren. He's long been impatient to see you.
Well, I'm gonna guess Mistress Valeria is dead.
But what of Mistress Valeria? The mistress is vacationing in the countryside, Lyra answers.
Oh, she's
curtly.
still alive.
Oh yeah, she's at the farm. On your way.
Yeah, she's vacationing. It's a very long vacation.
I want to play in the fountain. Ugh. Kato Biren sits tall in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember, and with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he's lost none of his composure or air of casual authority.
What happened to his regular feet?
Okay. You take a seat across a formidable desk from him. This study, like the rest of the villa, is half lit, giving a more morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It's a mercy to see you again, your own man and in your prime, Kato says before a frown consumes his smile. It's a mercy to see you again, your own man and in your own prime, Kato says before a frown consumes his smile.
Oh, I see.
It's just a shame your reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love, but perhaps together we can yet improve our collective circumstances. Why have you summoned me? Imbla is missing. Kato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now I beg of you, Phineas, help me find my daughter. Help her return home, where she belongs. Why me? Is it not obvious? You're clearly grown to inherit your father's resourcefulness, and besides, Imbla has trusted you since before either of you could speak. You've also inherited your father's drunkenness. What happened to her? She left without notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles Idra. She went of her own free will. At the time I thought little of it. Kato begins to glower. Since then, however, there have been reports, grave ones. Reports? No one and no word has left Idra in days. Rumor has it even the Imperial augurs are in the dark. They've cut open many cows and they look at their intestines and they're like, ugh, can't figure it out. A lot of static. I know not how this touches the fates of my daughter, but she must be returned to me one way or another. Any idea why she left? Something has been building in her for years, an aptitude of sorts, but I suspect you already knew, like how she's constantly talking about death and Star Child. In any case, it's grown much stronger lately and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she's looking for answers. An aptitude? An aptitude of the worst kind. It does not spring from the canonical imperial praxis. Instead, it comes from elsewhere. It is the kind of the Empire does not suffer to exist. I hope it's only answers that she seeks. But why Idra? Why indeed? There's little on the island save the port of Horin. If Idra was her destination, she must have landed there. Horin? Yes, in an old imperial port and home to a few hundred whalers, traders, and the occasional smuggler. We can only speculate as to what drew her there, but it's our only lead. You mentioned her aptitude. Yeah, we went over that already. How can I help her?
What aptitude?
Yeah, what's that mean? Hire mercenaries, travel to Idra, and begin your search in the port of Horin. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost, just bring back my daughter. Mercenaries? Yes, if nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. That is why I summoned a Roland Grey-Eye to me, a crude but effective sellsword that I've made good use of before. He shall accompany you on this task.
Task?
Roland Grey-Eye?
Nothing bad will happen to Roland.
The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew. I'll take it into consideration. Kato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching. I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortune, materially and in honor. What say you? What makes you think I care?
We're very callous.
No, I think we should go the childhood friend route. I accept for Imblah's sake. Kato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remembered. Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence. Let's just get on with it. Kato stands with poorly concealed effort, and Phineas, you stand and meet his gaze. Return her to me. There is no other outcome of this affair. Well, I mean, there's several, but... Shake his hand and leave. Give him a nice firm boomer handshake. We did it.
We beat the game.
Oh.
I'm trapped.
Oh, we finally make it to the shore.
I can't move. Slowly you drag yourself from the cold water into the relative safety of solid rock. You try and fail to stagger forwards as exhaustion washes over you in a great black wave. Oblivion takes you before you hit the rocky ground. Oblivion take you!
Did you just walk outside and die immediately?
You're awoken by the cacophonous cries of gulls circling you. Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion, covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. The large white birds gather around you in eager anticipation. What a magnificent feast your bloated corpse would make. Mine, mine, mine! Not today! Minutes or perhaps hours pass as you lay unmoving, trying to desperately to will some warmth back into your body. Finally, you manage to force your eyes open. By some miracle, you are not only alive, but you find yourself on the shores of the cursed island of Idra. Strewn around you is the wreckage of the Zephyr. You see no other survivors. Lest you find equipment and companions soon, you may have cheated death in vain. Your character is critically injured, but this means you have taken enough damage to reduce both your vitality and wounds. Green bar under your character's portrait represents your vitality scores. You have the best wound. As you have vitality, you will take just one damage. Vitality is easily lost and easily regained. Potions and healing might restore vitality even during combat. The second purple bar represents your wound. Losing wounds is much more serious than losing vitality. Reaching 0 wounds means your character falls unconscious. Wounds can also only be recovered by resting or leveling up. Try to avoid taking wounds damage at all cost. Whenever you take wound damage, you gain an injury condition as indicated by the icon on the portrait. Injuries all confer serious penalties to your character and can only be removed by resting. A party full of injured party members has its combat effect severely reduced. Well, thank you. Making camp and resting is a serious way to rest ends when you find them. I spotted something. Oh, my wound. Oh, I reached level 2. Bear strain, moderate disease, bit of foot, moderate light hand, lesser restoration, pestilence. Agility, targets all points in the area, condition severely diseased, lesser. Ooh, that's actually useful right there. Alright. I think I should do that one as well.
Yeah, we always... Well, at least we have already been diseased once.
Yeah. See, a barrel. Give me it.
We've been playing this game for a little over...
Oh my goodness.
Actually, a bit over an hour. Do we want to pivot and play something together?
Sure.
1 second, I gotta see if I hurt myself. Wading out of the freezing surf, you lose your footing on the slick stones and fall heavily to the ground. There's a sudden blur of movement in the corner of your eye, and as you frantically try to get to your feet, you slip again. Standing above you in the large rock is a young woman dressed in nautical guild livery. Wet auburn hair clings to her face in the cold wind. Magi's Balt, what? I was sure I was the only one to make it ashore. The woman leaps from the rocks and helps you back on your feet. Looking you up and down, she fetches a wineskin from her belt and offers it to you. The skin is nearly empty save for a last mouthful of brandy. You drink it down greedily and slowly. You feel a modicum of warmth creep into your bones. You recognize the young woman's face now. She must have served on the Zephyr. What's your name? Katiana's my name. The crew calls me Cat, or well, rather, they did, I suppose. He looks up and down the beach with a furrowed brow. Listen, you have to get up. We need to get off this beach before you freeze, or worse. Worse? There's something wrong about this place. Can't you feel it? Like a taste in your mouth. And there are beasts, huge sea creatures I ain't never seen before. I saw them dragging the dead crewmen into a cave west of here. At least I hope they were dead. Cat shudders. What suggest? We need supplies and shelter first. There might be salvage to be had among the wreckage on the beach. I also think I spotted the chimney of a house just north of the cliffs. Warm fire and some food would go a long way. Pat offers you her hand and drags you to your feet. She looks pensively towards the west. Also, as I said, there's a cave west of here. I think the crabs dragged off most of the corpses there, but what if they're not all dead? Might be other survivors like you and me. What's more, there's a chance one of the officers was carrying the seal when the boat sank. If we can find it, the Nautical Guild would give it anything to have it returned to them. Seal? Captain's seal. It's a medallion of sorts that is carried on every guild vessel. It's not just for show either. They say the seals are forged by the Magi, and that they have secret powers, but I don't know nothing about that. All I know is that the guild pays well to have one returned if a ship is ever lost. It's always worn by one of the officers, but I don't think the captain had it on him when the fight broke out. Might have been the first mate was carrying it, and I think he was still alive when the ship sank. So I would say that cave to the west is where we should start looking. You ready to go? Yeah, let's go. Good, I found this bow in a cargo crate. We best find you a weapon too, as soon as possible. I suspect we'll need it before long. Together you begin to move off the beach and towards whatever darkness dwells in the island's interior. Okay. Alright, so what game do we want to play?
No.
Well, any ideas? Waiting.
Well, we could do Payday 2. I think we could finally do Vermintide, or we could even run a game of Played Up. Well, just depends what you guys are feeling.
Payday, that game always gets crazy for us.
I'm curious if we want to like end the stream and then start a new VOD for like a different game.
We could.
That way we can separate our games naturally through VODs.
Okay. Sounds good. I've saved, so we're gonna go ahead in this stream and spin up another one in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
And that was SKALD. No, I rather enjoyed it. Big info dump at the start, but it is an RPG.
Yeah,
What'd
just
you
a
guys
lot of reminiscing.
Yeah. What'd you guys think?
It seems
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I mean, the
A lot
start
of
was
friggin'
great
build-up.
until we got to the flashback. I would say that was a really big drag on the pacing, but other
It
than
turned into like
that,
a visual novel at that point.
Well, if you look at it, you can skip a lot of it. So if you're playing on like a second playthrough, you can just run through it all real fast.
true. But like, you know, you don't want to skip. You don't want to skip the game on your first playthrough.
I know,
It
that's what I'm
seems-
saying. On subsequent playthroughs, it shouldn't be too much of a drag, but yeah, on your first one, it is a lot of dumping on you. I like how you just press escape and just sends you right here. Just no chill. Alright, I'll go